try to get what's best for the game of football. And what's best for the game of football to me is always what's best for the young people. Doesn't have anything to do with the coaches or the players, or the coaches of the university. It has to do with the players. And we need to figure out what's best for young people. And I'm not sure if this is best. We'll figure that out.
With that said, even Urban said that he wants to do what's best for the players. It's all about them. But at the same time, this kind of forces them to make a decision earlier, even if it is only 2 or 3 months. There's also the pressure of, do you want them signed now versus February? How does that impact their commitment and stuff? Do you feel that it has made a positive impact on college football?
I don't know yet. That's what I don't know if you can judge that yet. Some of the when this was all being talked about, some of the thought was to have a signing day before the season started. Now how would that have drastically changed things? All those scenarios, I think, until you go through them, you really don't know. Number one, there's things that nobody thought about, right? And no fault of anybody. There's just so many little things that can come up. And then you don't know how it's going to have an effect in real time. So I think we're figuring that out all as we go.
What do you think is one change that could really help the recruiting process? If you can make one change to the recruiting process, what would it be?
I'm a little probably out there, but I think if you offer a kid, he can accept it right then, that'll change the recruiting process. I mean, how do you offer 400 people? How do some teams offer 400 kids when you have 25 scholarships to give? And how do kids? But if it's binding, right? You offer him, he takes it, it's done. Now that doesn't play into the traditional signing date and all those things. I don't know if that's best now, but that's what will change things the most. There wouldn't be a lot of the shenanigans that go on now.
I mean, do you kind of feel like these signing days are pretty much just to hype up things in the off-season and to drum up media press and stuff like that?
No, I don't think that. I do think that the people that are governing the game try to do what they believe is best within the framework of what we have, but there's a long, long history in college recruiting, and I don't know if there's ever a perfect way to do it, but I do think whenever you, as a collective body, encourage young people to do things that are less than straightforward, it's not a good thing. You're not teaching the lessons.
The committable versus non-committable offers, the conversations that come with that. How do you approach a kid? Go to a kid's house to a game and say, hey, you have an offer, but we're not going to say that you can commit at this moment. What is that conversation like versus a kid who you can walk into their house and say you can commit right now?
I think just what you said. Now, the problem is people aren't honest with that. I think what Urban does a very good job, and I think it's what our program is about, is it's straight down the middle. We're going to tell you exactly where we stand, where you stand with us. But that's not all over the place, I can promise you that. And that's one of the things that I don't think is positive in college football recruiting.